I see him.
There he is. There's the man.
Good. At
What
least
up?
you can see him.
How y'all doing today?
We're doing good, man.
Doing
How you
very,
doing?
very well.
Actually,
Good.
We're high.
got to
We're
meet-
medicated.
got to meet him last night.
Yeah.
Came over and hung out at the home grow the community.
I saw
in the
that.
gardens.
I saw that episode. I saw clips that you sent me. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
You're in there, Ant. And I was like, what?
Hey,
it's cool.
Funny, you know? I was like, okay.
Hey, why not? They're all good people. You know what I'm
Fucking right
saying?
they are. They never have not been good people, dude. And in my experience, things got off at a wrong start.
Yeah.
And I'm back here to replenish everything that was stolen. That's how I feel.
That's all.
It's good to have you, Mr. Gannix. Thank you for coming.
Good to be back, man.
What have you been up to?
Oh man, a lot.
After you come back around.
We've been doing a lot lately. We made the switch from Instagram doing these lives over here. We switched over to do them over on YouTube. We did that in December. And I think we went over there. We had like 35 subscribers on that account. And now we're over, I think we're at like 1250 or something like that in like a few months.
How are you?
Yeah.
Is it just
grinding?
All you guys just promoting the channel and the brand?
Yep, grinding away, man. Hard work.
We're coming back. We want to start doing something on YouTube too. Me and Ant here. But I'm just like, shout out to CC420. I'll follow you when we're done. But listen, last time,
definitely follow CC.
Yeah. Yeah, you need to see them autos.
You want to see some autoflower? You want to see some autoflower? She is the queen of autoflowers.
Yes, sir.
Goodness. I gotta check him out. I'm gonna follow back. But last time,
there's a Mrs. CC and a Mr. CC.
Yeah, Mrs. and Mr.
The Mister's the smoker and the Mrs. is the grower.
Joe Mama, shout out to you. I've been watching what you've been posting, man. I see you with C Bunny. There's a lot of things that have changed with your whole brand, dude.
Yes, sir.
It's like, I see you guys attended an event. What event was that?
That was a Grow Up conference in Toronto. And
Grow Up?
Grow Up. Grow Up conference, and the Tommy Chong was there.
No!
Jorge Cervantes was there. Mila Jansen was there. Ed Rosenthal was there. Yeah. I actually got to meet Jorge. Him and I shook hands. We became good buddies.
Oh my God!
Yeah, it was to the point where
I mean that from my heart. Are you serious, Jorge?
Yeah, man. Jorge, yeah. It got to the point where we were walking by each other in the morning, and we would just go, "Good morning," and we would just keep on walking. We do the head nod and say good morning, and we just keep on walking. He's super chill, man. All of those people are super chill.
Is that the first time you met him?
In person, yeah. He's been on the show before. So
Tell me what you...
Go ahead.
Dude, his book was like one of the first books I ever read when I was like 13, learning how to grow weed. The Bible or whatever.
Man.
Yeah.
I actually got him to sign it when I met him.
No, really? That's so awesome. Real.
What? I would have lost my mind. And Chong? These are... Man, I grew up first watching. Before I even smoked weed, I saw him doing it in the movies with Cheech.
Yep.
Up in Smoke and all his other movies, me and my friends in school. To see that guy, he's still kicking. Did you talk? Did you talk with Jose? What did you talk about?
With Jorge? I met Jorge and we met Ed Rosenthal, and I got to meet Mila Jansen, the Hash Queen.
Be legit?
Mila Jansen.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Who's that?
She's Canadian. Is she Canadian?
No. I think she's from Amsterdam.
Amsterdam? Oh, okay.
Wow. You guys had all people from all different areas?
Yeah.
What was it held?
Where was it held? It was at a Delta hotel in Toronto.
Oh my God. It was big enough for fucking Chong to attend, dude.
Oh yeah, and he just had his birthday right before we went there. He's 86.
Oh
Damn,
man,
he's that
legend,
old. That's
Oh
crazy.
man.
do he look like it? Does he look it?
No
No.
man, he's still kicking. He's
Yeah,
got more energy than I do.
Strong.
yeah, he looks good.
He's real good, man.
So
He's funny too. He went up. We got to see him do a little comedy bit on stage, and he was making fun of everybody and just having a good time, man. He was just
shut up,
being Tommy
Kid
Chong.
Frost. He said they said where? Yeah, he said it was in Toronto.
Toronto, yeah. Canada.
They had it at a
Everything.
they had it at a hotel.
Yeah, I was in they got a big like conference room. It was on. You go up the stairs, and then there's like this monstrous room, and then there was a smaller room where they had a few other vendors out there. So I
Do
got
you
to
attend those?
meet.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So I got to meet like a bunch of people from Instagram. Like I got to meet all the guys from the GML show, like Grandmaster LED,
Oh, oh
Spartan,
shit.
BC Bubble Man,
Grandmaster
Preston Bjornson.
LED.
Yeah, they do a show on Saturdays. I think it's at 9:15 or 9:30 on YouTube.
Oh,
So
really?
let me ask you a question, Mr. Gannix. What made you go from Instagram to YouTube? Or do they treat you better over there?
Um,
Shout out, little gentleman, to follow you when I'm done. What? You just twitched. What
for
was
us
it?
to go over there, it was when we were trying to bring people on, and then we couldn't see them,
Fucking
we couldn't hear
right.
them. It was like,
Okay.
okay, we're trying to do Grow Me Gardens, but I can't see their gardens.
Gotcha.
So it didn't make sense for us to be here because to
That's what I'm trying.
talk to people, you don't have to see them.
Right.
It's better, but you don't have to.
Yeah,
But if you're trying to look at what they're doing, you got
Yeah.
to be able to see it.
that's
Oh, I
that's
got
kind of
you.
like that's kind of what we're trying to do. It's kind of like the whole show, kind of like Grow Me Gardens is, but it's just one interview about that grower, about that
Right,
home grower. You know what I
right.
mean? And we
Mhm.
want that ability to so they can show us what they're growing, what nutrients they're using, what type of light. I want to go down
Yep,
the whole rabbit hole with that person.
for
So
I'm
that's
not
why I'm
really.
trying to
Yeah.
convert him over to StreamYard and YouTube, kind of like how I've been navigating it, playing there around on y'all guys' show. So
yeah.
I saw you one there,
Nice.
dude. It gave me a little bit of. Give me a little bit of like, dude, maybe you can, because I'm not familiar with. I try StreamYard. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. When you stream from StreamYard, it goes to your Instagram and Facebook,
You got to pick. You pick which one.
and you can pick those options.
I believe so. I'm not actually the one that runs it. Like we got Papa Kush. Big shout out to him.
Oops, Goofy Gardens
That's
going is in the
Mama.
building.
what up,
That's
Ruth?
Mama Cush's husband, and he's the one that does all the producing. He's the one that takes care of the whole show for us. So we show up and
Oh,
we're hands free once we're there. We don't touch a thing.
Yeah,
So
how wonderful is that?
he's a beast too. He's a beast. He
he is.
beats,
Is
you
he?
know. Yeah,
He's
He's a
doing his
beast.
thing. Dude, you gotta have a team.
yeah, you do.
Like I've been running
Yeah.
this fucking thing. I think I should have another co-host like Ant. Ant's been giving me that like reassurance that if we start this, what he's trying to achieve, it's 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 still in line with what I've always had in plan with for this
Yeah.
podcast. So for YouTube, I think we should go over there just because it's been giving me hell here, Mr. Gannix.
That's where all the cool
Hell.
kids are, man. They're all over
Yeah,
on YouTube.
yeah.
I'm learning this,
Hey,
dude.
Toon, we're over there at the lunch table by ourselves, man. We gotta go. We gotta go eat lunch with the cool kids, man.
That's right.
Dude. Oh, I feels like we're gonna check it out. We're definitely gonna check it out. I want to try to
It's good
move
over
this.
there, man.
Oh, it's good. It's better over there than
I
here.
think so. Yeah.
Less problems. This is. I see your. I saw the video. That's like an H. Fuck. That was better than HD. That was really nice looking. That was nice looking. How are
Yeah.
you? How you
That's good,
like
man.
all the? So everything that you've been going through, how you liking all the changes? Like you're still here. You're still here in the HDTs. I still see you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. HTTC, man. That's myself, C Bunny Grow, and Mama Kush 420, and we're still doing our thing, man. We're still doing the same thing. Wednesdays we bring people on. We do a full interview, like a full hour interview. Um, we've got Pigeons 420, Rob from CLTV, Mr. Grow It, Jorge Cervantes, Sebastian Good from 420 Fast
You
Buds.
just did come in. These are some nice, some impressive guests.
Yeah.
Let's not lie about it.
Yes,
Hey, they're out there with the best of them, man. Like, I love Dude Grow Show. You know,
Yep.
I watch all of them. You know,
Dude
Homegrown
on.
TV,
Yep.
Dakota, all of them. It's just Hi Again, Pigeons, Mr. Grow It. I feel like y'all are right there, Mr. Yannick. Y'all are right there with the greats.
We're
I feel
trying.
like,
Yeah.
you know.
We're trying for sure.
Hey, trying, you're there,
trying.
baby.
When I
Y'all are there.
came on here, you were the first person. I'm one of the first people. You, Candy Dan, the HGTC people.
Yeah,
The View
can't forget I Can, Little Jedi. Yeah, I Can.
Oh,
Matt from I Can.
He was
when I
our,
first
Awesome
interviewed
dude.
you guys, I was like,
shout out to ICANN, man.
fuck?
He was our Grow Me of the Week yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's powerful. Shout out to Umbrella Trellis, man. Man, so like I see you growing in your tent, Mr. Gaines. What are you doing in there? What you got? I saw it. You shared it, so I saw it.
I only got 4 in there right now, but I got 2 Forbidden Berry from the Outlaw Seeds, and I got one from Low Gravity Genetics, which is Lowe's Grows. I got the Purple Ghost Candy from him, and then High Q, which is Stefan Levike. I'm growing his Lucky Strawberry Breath, and right now I got him on the AC Infinity bases, self-watering bases. I just put them in there 1 week ago today, and they blew up overnight. They're fucking unbelievable. I don't know what happened. I just added a little bit of water to these bases, and then went to bed. And when I woke up, they were like the whole tent was full.
Hey, I said AC Infinity needs to pay CC because many people, once people started seeing them auto flowers that she was growing on them bases, I guarantee you people were lighting AC Infinity carts up.
Oh yeah, man.
Bing, bing, bing.
Bases. What are you talking about?
It's a
So
self-watering base.
Yeah, it's like a tray. It's like the trays you put underneath your plants to catch any runoff and stuff. It's kind of like that, but then it's got a tray over top of it, and then it's got these 2 wicks. They just go in a cross, and then they go down inside the tray into the water. So you wet the whole wick, and then you set your plant on top of it with fabric pot, and then they suck up the water as they need it.
Really?
So,
how long you been using these?
I just put them in last Saturday.
I thought you were soil.
I'm ProMix.
Do you use the ProMix HP? I think it is. Yeah.
Yep.
I just bought some of that. It says mycorrhizae on the front for the outside outdoor.
Yeah.
There's nothing in that, right?
Just some mycorrhiza. That's it.
Yeah.
There's no nutrients.
It's good. It's good for
clean.
root development and all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shout out to Jay.
Yeah, it's
JW.
It's nice, clean. It's nice for me because I like to build my own soil. I like to put what I want in it. I don't want to go out and buy. No disrespect to Fox Farm or anybody that uses that or any of these soils that are already pre-mixed.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of using that because I don't know how much of what is in that.
Yeah.
So I like to take my ProMix and I like to add my own amendments to it, and then I know exactly what's in there.
What do you add? Do you add perlite, worm castings type deal?
I don't add perlite anymore. I used to, but I don't.
Why do you?
No.
ProMix already has it in there.
Okay.
Well, ProMix already has it in there, so I think I was adding. It was overkill. It was just one extra cost that I was spending money on.
Yeah.
But right now I'm actually using Green Planet nutrients, which is not organic, which is very, very out of my comfort zone. And I'm doing that indoors, but outdoors I'm using Black Swallow dry amendments and Gaia Green.
Oh, okay.
Black Swallow. What? EC
Yeah,
Hayes, we will be following you after this. I haven't heard of a lot of stuff you just named.
Black Swallow is basically the same as Gaia Green. It's just a dry amendment that you add to it. It's like an all-purpose.
Am I wrong? Yeah. There you go. Go ahead, Mr. Gann. Sorry, I'll ask you in a minute.
They got like an all-purpose and a bloom, and I think they got aloe vera chips and
Aloe
vera. Yeah, they got all kinds of different stuff
they're a Canadian company.
They're
Yeah.
actually from about I want to say about an hour from where I live.
Oh, really?
45 minutes. Yeah, so I wanted to try them because they were local.
Yeah. Support local always.
For sure.
I don't know one local company really that's in New York, and that's you guys are all out of state.
Yeah.
Maybe across in the west, up, like maybe up south from me. It's just crazy. Yeah. Canada has a lot of some of the greats. I met some great people in Canada, like some big growers out there.
Oh yeah.
You guys have been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Well, we went federally legal in 2018, so there's only two places
us?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I think so, yeah. And then,
wow.
I mean, there's only two places in Canada that you're not technically allowed to grow recreationally yet, and that's Quebec and Mama's in the chat. She can help me out here.
Yeah, Mama Kush. She's in the building, dude. Pitt Place. Dude.
I'm trying to think.
It's good to see you guys here. I see you.
I can't remember.
So, I'm going to ask you a question. Isn't Gaia Green super?
Mama Kush says Winnipeg.
Thank you.
Winnipeg.
Quebec and Winnipeg are the only two places in Canada you're not allowed to grow recreationally.
Really? Say that one more time?
Winnipeg and Quebec are the only two places in Canada you're not allowed to grow recreationally.
Why is
that weird?
The whole country. That's crazy. Ridiculous. Why are they holding out?
It's ridiculous. I don't know.
You can't hold out for too long when everybody around you is going green.
The whole country.
The whole country.
Everyone.
And you guys are just steadfast. Why?
Yeah.
No. They'll give in. They have to. I feel like there's not that many places in the United States that isn't green, except for those crazy ass states down south. They're still south.
Yeah.
You got to figure it out.
There's a few of them over there, but I think everybody's catching on, and I think everybody's slowly making the move. And I don't know why. I mean, like, the possibilities are endless for the government if they ever decide to actually do this.
Yeah.
Like, if we can start bringing it back and forth across the border, and I don't mean us, but I mean, like, this is another taxable thing for our governments. Like, the money is endless for them. So
yeah, they can do what the fuck they want. Like, they don't matter. Laws mean nothing to the government that make them. So I can understand them wanting to do. They should be able to do what they want in a respectable way to the people. But the government has always have a way of fucking stuff up, like just really being sour and
every time,
big-eyed and big-pocketed, and going for things that really don't matter. Yep. I don't want. Listen, they said they reclassified it, Mr. Gannis. Well, you said, hold on, we got to read some of these comments, Mr. Gannis. Shout out to the beautiful PR. My wife is in the building. Here, Herbie Paisley, Virginia has laws for cannabis. Juicy said this promise organic red and black pack, and I like Humboldt County.
Herbie Paisley, yeah, you're right. Virginia does have shit cannabis laws, unfortunately. I live here in Virginia. But hey, at least we got grow, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's legal here in Virginia, and it stops here in Virginia, because once you go to North Carolina, South Carolina, going on down, that's where it gets illegal. And so
let me ask you a question. And what is the problem with the Virginians? I thought South Carolinas and everything were legal until my friend Jay told me.
Homies are all showing.
No. Everybody's in the building, guys. Swerve on them. Illinois is like that. It's a rec med, but the home grows aren't allowed. Why be medical? You know what? Back in the day, I used to always think medical meant you can grow it, but it doesn't mean that
grow up there.
Where?
In Illinois, I thought Illinois had home grow, like Chicago and all that.
I mean, a lot of growers from Chicago. You think they would be?
Yeah.
They're not legal.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they are.
Gumby's.
But hey, I don't live there, so
red states are.
They just had a big. They just had a big convention in Chicago, didn't they? NECAN.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
I thought all the homies, the Illinois guys, were all heading down there.
Cause go follow Cortez the Conqueror. He's a big autoflower king. He's actually the first guy sponsored by Real Growers and Grow Dots, and 420 Fast Buds. He does some awesome stuff with autoflowers. He's like Cece, you know what I'm saying? He's like the male version of Cece. But he's huge. He's huge DGC, you know what I'm saying? So go check him out. He's out of Chicago though.
A lot of good growers out of there, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. They all come off the woodwork, dude. It's like they've been here, but they can't show their faces yet. Wait till Virginia and South Carolina and the Carolinas get freaking legal, dude. They're gonna show their fucking pretty faces. They're gonna be like, bitch, we've been here.
Yeah, they are.
But it's legal here. But we have medical dispensaries. Like I have a medical card. I go to the dispo and buy weed. You know what I'm saying? But we don't have no rec stores, so we're allowed to grow up to 4 plants, and we're allowed to have an ounce per person. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly what we're allowed.
Yeah, it's just like Canada's law.
And we're allowed to have 30 grams when we leave the house.
But y'all have rec dispensaries up there. We don't have any. Like, our governor's being an asshole, and he's not signing the bill to...
A recreational dispensary. What is...
Yeah, just for adults that are over 21 that want to smoke weed,
you don't have any
that don't want to get a med card. Yeah, it's just med dispensaries out here.
What?
Yeah, it's like going to the liquor store. It's like going to the liquor store for weed. Like, man, they're on every fucking corner here.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like, I can't leave my house without driving by like 12 of them. They're everywhere.
See, and in Virginia, we don't have liquor stores. We have the ABC store. Like, they do not sell liquor in like any other store but the ABC store. Like, you cannot buy liquor outside of that store.
What the hell is ABC store?
If you live down here, you know. It's the liquor store.
If you know, you know.
The American Boys Club.
This government is fucking sick. This is something new every day I hear. An ABC store.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, we're on our way. So, check out this rescheduling thing. I thought it was a good thing, Mr. Gannis. How do you feel about that? Of marijuana.
So
give it to
correct me if I'm wrong, because I am Canadian. So it went from Schedule 1 to Schedule 3. Is that correct? And Schedule 3 is like medication, pharmaceuticals.
Yep, still.
And you're not allowed to create pharmaceuticals in your own home. You're not allowed to make Tylenol. You're not allowed to make this stuff. So doesn't that mean that you're not allowed to grow cannabis? Because that's a Schedule 3.
Jesus God.
This is how I see it. This is how I've seen a lot of people explaining it.
A lot of people
that makes sense. That makes sense to me when they say it like that. Because when you listen to these fucking guys on TV talking about it, you're like, what? You're more confused than you were before you started watching it.
Yeah.
But after I've watched a lot of people talk about it, like Pigeons 420 actually did a good little segment on his show Tea with P, and he really breaks it down and explains it really well. I believe I Can THC did one as well on his page.
Yep.
You go listen to some of those boys talk about it, and you really understand a lot more about it.
Why are they doing this, man? Why can't they just let it be closer to being great and free? Like, why do you guys got to do this? Like, I thought it'd be great when on the first hear of it, and then everybody on Instagram and on the community were telling me, Tony, this is not what you think. And then they just basically said Big Pharma will include it in things like the drugstore. And I still thought it was great. They were like, well, you can't. They're not going to let you grow drugs. But I was like, So you think they take away our right to grow?
That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it sounds like to me. But I mean, I don't know for sure because, like I said, I am Canadian, and even before it was legal, it was basically decriminalized. Like we could smoke weed,
The dirty
stuff like that. The worst they would ever do would take it from you, unless they caught you selling it or something. So I mean,
right.
they really didn't do a whole lot for weed here to begin with, unless you were growing it or selling it.
I don't
So
grow enough to sell. I have no interest in selling anything. I
no,
smoke
me either.
everything
I'm a
I
home
grow.
grower. I'm a
Absolutely.
home grower. I
Yeah,
grow
I'm
right.
about
tomatoes.
to fall.
Hey, as long as they don't take that away from me, I don't care. And I don't care if they say we can't. I'll still grow anyway, like I always have.
Why
It
not?
doesn't matter.
Yeah, when you
Exactly.
start growing this stuff, it's going to be hard to stop, like the spirit. It's going to be hard to stop the spirit from wanting to grow.
Oh, there's no
I
stopping
don't think I can.
it now. You're not stopping it now. It
I
ain't
wake
happening.
up. I wake up and want to go down there to that garden. I mean that from my heart,
Yeah,
and I do it. I got a security camera so I can sit here and just look at it. Like
that's right.
I can't. I don't know nothing else. What else would I replace that with? And I'm not. I'm
You
not
won't.
willing to.
You
Not willing
don't.
to.
You
You
don't. Yeah.
you
You
fight the
don't,
man and you keep
Yep.
going. You keep doing what you're doing.
Never.
dude. We finally got a chance to be able to go outside. This is gonna be insane.
What's
Now,
New York? What's New York's grow laws? How many can y'all grow up there?
well, from what I heard, we can go 6 per. If you're 21, you can go 6 per adult in the household. So I don't pay attention to plant count. I just shout out to the wifey. But I ain't playing. So we can go 6 if you're 21. I thought that was from my son when I was planting down there, but he's like only 19, so nope. So I had to. Well, we still in the range. I have like 14. That's if you should own your house. So then you could do what you want. Like
Yeah.
my family's property, they can do what they want. It's not an apartment place. It's not anything that's owned. No one goes there. So
Yeah.
I do what I want. I do what my family tells me I'm allowed, and it's like, since it's legal, they're like, we don't care what you plant. I'm like, Jesus. So I went crazy, Aunt. Mr. Gannix, I'm not, and there is the plant count. I
Hey,
don't really call that.
who's
I got
counting?
a
Crazy.
lot, dude. I got like 20 something plants in that fucking garden, and I
Hey,
don't
Like
care.
hey,
Mama
Mr.
says
Gannon.
on our show,
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
math allowed.
There you go. There you go. We don't do math over there.
I'm
We
There
don't.
telling
you go.
you.
We're not allowed to do math on our show, so
There you
there's no such thing as
go.
plant count. We're
That's,
not counting
I
nothing
don't
over there.
want to hear that word. I don't want to hear that phrase. That's ridiculous to me. Like, to grow one is to grow many. Like, you got to. You're not. Something in me makes me pop these fucking seeds. I can't help it. I try. I try to calm down, but not when I'm
Passion,
outside.
man.
A lot of my grow people, Mr. Gannick, say, Tone, you got to slow down. You should only be growing stems. You should leave the regs to the people you send the seeds off to in your giveaway. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm growing them all.
I have no discrimination to the seed. I don't care. Like, I'm more scared of a fem, but I will grow certain fems, like from Defiant, the Defiant seed. I will grow his fems. I'm growing the Chosen One's fems.
I got some of his stuff too. I got some of
Do
Defiant
you?
kicking here. I do.
Oh yeah.
They're not growing yet, but
So
I got some. I got some.
who chose whose? VIP plantations.
Defiant.
What Mr. Gannix, what outlaw siege? I remember Mrs. Bunny last night said he's like overseas. Where's he based out of?
I want to say he's up Spain area.
Spain. Okay. They got some good stuff over there too. You got Spanibus and all that going on. Yeah, it's like the
420 Fast Buds and Seedsman. I think they're all from up that way.
yep.
I've been hearing a lot about this 420. He's been popping up in the people that I'm interviewing. They've just been saying it. Who is this guy?
Sebastian?
Sebastian's good, man.
Yeah.
He's doing it on the go grow right now. So him and his family are on a bus,
Yeah.
like a camper van.
I've been following that.
They're touring through Europe right now, and he's doing an on the go grow. he converted like a little closet inside this camper van into a grow box. So he's growing a plant while he's traveling in his
Yeah.
van.
Yep.
It's fucking cool.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta check him out.
On
they just did a live today, I believe.
He's
I
on
think
he's on Instagram too. Yep.
Yeah,
I
Instagram
gotta
and
follow
YouTube.
him. Dude, I love that little what is it? Is it van life? They call it? I love that. And he's growing a plant in it?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He's got it's like him, his wife, his kid, and I think they got a cat or two in there.
That's a 420 fast bud right there. It's an auto.
Also, you're familiar with them.
Yeah, I love 420 fast buds. Yeah. They got good genetics for autoflowers, man.
Well, CC said he just harvested it.
He said he's a really good breeder too.
Yeah, they're a big company, and they got some cool people on board too, man. Like they got Chubbs, they got Good Buddy Flowers, and they're both like hitting all the autoflower cups and placing first, second, third, like up high.
Yeah.
So like 420 Fast Buds sent them down to Spanibus. They went to Spanibus when I think either Chubbs or Good Buddy Flowers won the American Autoflower Cup. Yep. I can't remember which one, but I want to say they were both in the top 3.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn.
And
that's Chubbs wear the cowboy hat? Doesn't he wear the cowboy hat? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you know everybody, dude. I got to get acquainted. You know all these people from Instagram or YouTube?
Hey, bro, they're all famous to me. It's like everywhere. Some people, like Grandma said one time, he said most people are like wanting to meet Tom Cruise. He wanted to meet Scotty and the Dude, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, you know? I'm the same way.
My God.
I live and breathe this shit.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like when I met Jorge, that was like my I don't know, my meeting Brad Pitt moment. You know what I mean?
I've only seen him in video. I've only seen him in video. He's like a mythical spirit drifting around.
He is.
For real. I've only seen. He's got like the white hair.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
I know who I'm talking about. I know him. I've only seen him in YouTube videos, man.
Go hit our YouTube channel back. It would have been near the beginning, so it would have been I'll say probably on our like first 10 15 videos we did 2 lives in the same day. We did our Europe tour. We did 420 Fast Buds Sebastian. We brought him on at noon, and then at 2:00 we brought on Jorge Cervantes, and we did both of them in the same day because of their time change is so different than ours. So we had to do them early in the day, but yeah, go back and you can watch both those interviews. They're both side by side on there.
I promise you I will.
They're good.
I give you my word. Didn't Sir Jorge, who invented like strawberry cough? Who was that?
So I don't know the exact person that invented strawberry cough per se, but the person that made strawberry cough famous, the one that kept it alive, as we all know and love today, was Kyle Cushman.
Kyle Cushman.
Yeah.
Kyle Cushman.
Yep.
I always thought that he made it, but doesn't he say that he
was the one that was selling all the weed to the writers at SNL, Saturday Night Live, back in the day.
Yeah.
No way! Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go follow him, man. He's got, they actually do like a sponsorship through the little class that I do through Oaksterdam University. I actually got some seeds from the homegrown
nice.
something website. Yeah. So I got them like half off for being a student of Oaksterdam.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying?
I got some purple Kush. I was talking to Mama Kush the one day, and I was like, "Man, I got to get some of those strawberry cough seeds." And she's like, "Well, go on this website." So I went to the homegrown website, and I had them in my cart. It came down to hitting the purchase button, and then it popped up and said, "I'm sorry, we don't sell seeds in your country." And I was like,
"Oh, you fucker!"
And literally like a day or two later, Mama messaged me and she said, "You'll never believe this, but I just got some strawberry cough seeds in the mail." I'm gonna pop 2 and send you the rest. They weren't the Kyle Cushman ones, but they were still strawberry cough. So she sent me 2 or 3 of those, and that's what I grew outside last summer. Was those strawberry cough.
I hear a lot of people talking about that strain.
I love it.
Let me ask you, do you? What is that? Is that uppity?
Yeah.
You feel?
Yeah.
Not that. Okay. So,
very energetic.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I grow
homegrown.
Unicorn.
That's what it. Homegrown cannabis company. You can go on their website, order seeds. These are Purple Kush seeds that I ordered, but
who are these people? I've never seen
they
that
got
before.
all different. Yeah, that's the company.
It's the Kyle Cushman one.
Yeah, go follow it.
His own
go watch his podcast too. Check him out.
Yeah, him and Nay Hammer killing it over there.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about autoflowers? Can I ask you that, Mr. Gannix?
How do I feel about autoflowers?
I already know what he's gonna say.
You don't like them? Oh no, I'm really asking you because I have no.
I want to like them. I want to like them. I want to like them. I want to love them. I love the concept of them. I love what I see everybody doing. But when it comes to me growing an autoflower, it's like, I don't know. I feel like it's just a giant waste of my time because when I grow an autoflower, they're about that big.
What is he doing? How big is he doing? Do it, Ant. I can't.
Oh, you can't see me.
He
small,
can see.
Tiny.
Yeah, small. Like,
yeah.
What?
I grew one that big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how all my autoflowers are.
They get tall.
I can't grow an autoflower, man. You could pay me $1 million right now to master it, and I'll never do it.
I wonder why not. I wonder what's going on.
I don't know, man. I feel like I want to try them again now that I have these AC Infinity bases. I think I want to try them again and maybe see. Maybe it was my watering. Maybe I'm underwatering everything. I got paranoid when it comes to watering. I don't want to overwater everything. I'd rather underwater it than overwater it, but I feel like maybe that's my issue. Maybe I'm underwatering it and they're just not producing what they can.
I put too much water in, I think, in the indoor. It gets so humid in there. As soon as you water, dude, I can't take it.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, I show people my indoor tents, right? And they're like, do you have an inline fan? I'm like, I really don't. Like, they're like, where are you exhausting the heat? I'm like, since this is a studio, this is not where I live. This is like where I just make my money. I have an AC in the living room right here. I have 2 fans that are blowing. It's small. I don't think they understand how small this apartment is. So I got 2 fans blowing cold air from there into that room. So it's like, but dude, if I didn't have those, this couldn't even happen. I don't really even want to grow in here until I get the inline fans because it does make a difference. They're like, get another AC. I'm like, are you guys kidding me? Do you know what electricity is these days? Am I wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Bro,
crazy.
Oh, you need to go on AC Infinity After Dark on Wednesdays. They be doing giveaways all the time. Or you just need to go buy you one and you got to get that. You gotta get the AC Infinity.
Or skip AC Infinity After Dark and come hang out with us on Wednesdays.
That's it.
You want to go hang out with them on Wednesday?
Although we did get to go on their we got brought on to their 1-year anniversary show. So when they were doing their anniversary of their show, they actually got to go. We got to be featured on the show with them. Yeah.
Dude, all the fucking big people.
Y'all come on at the same time as that. But last Wednesday you didn't have a show.
No. Oh, our guest actually canceled like a couple days before.
Okay.
Like he told us and everything. It was just kind of like he got called into work that day or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I can't remember. But and then we just said, you know what? Like, let's just take a fucking break today. Yeah. We've been grinding hard since December.
Yeah.
I take the night off. So
when do you take a break with this? Mr. Gaines, I'm going to tell you the truth.
We really don't.
Me running this one podcast is like starting to like I'm getting backed up.
Oh yeah.
I'm getting content reels that's like 2 interviews ago, and I'm just like Jesus Christ. And I don't want to stop. I want to. I like to interview everyone. How the hell does it become? Does it get to be too much for you sometimes? Like you said, you're not hands on, but have you been?
Sometimes there's times where like we're all stressed, you know, and those are the times where we go, okay, you know what? We got to take a deep breath, take a step back for a minute, and we got to figure it out. Like we got a team, you know, like there's like I said, myself, Sea Bunny Grow, Mama Kush 420, and Papa Kush. So Papa Kush is more behind the scenes producer, runs the show.
Oh,
Reaches out to most of the people and locks in all our interviews for us. And he's got it booked for months. And
whoa,
and
months in
and we
advance.
yes sir. And we show up on Wednesdays and we do these interviews once a week. So I remember when you guys first started and you were doing like 42 interviews a week. And I was like, I'm telling you, man. I was like, you just got to take it down a notch. I was like, just don't do so many a week. I was like, spread them out, over the course of the year. You guys are killing it. You guys are doing so many shows a week. I was like, man, how are these guys live so often? But
I am telling you.
I was the same way when I first came on here. I was live 7 days a week and like 4 or 5 times a day. And then it just gets to the point where you're like, oh my God, I'm not showing my face today.
Dude, like I don't know where that energy comes from. I'm just like, Jesus, dude. Do you? And then we got people, and then we have people. They have people in the inbox, and they want to come on, and I never say no. I'm like, no. I'm like, never say no. I'm like, come, absolutely. Any day you want, anytime, knowing I am about to explode.
Yeah.
Like my phone's, the data is getting backed up, and like shit, there's no space. Like you're filling your iClouds up. I'm like, and it's just like, dude, I can't. It's a lot. I want you to know that it's a lot.
Basically, what we've done is we've just kind of made it so like Papa Kush has his thing that he does, and then Sea Bunny she kind of takes care of she does all the Spotify. She basically runs the Instagram Home Grow the Community page. Mama Kush is like crushing it with the thumbnails and making all the shorts from all our videos. And I'm like our mail guy, so when people need slaps, I'm the guy. They reach out to me. I send all the slaps out. I'm kind of like the mail hub when things are being sent all over the place. They come here, and then I divide it up and send it out to everybody that needs it. I do a lot of videos and stuff like that as well, and we just kind of split it all up and teamwork, man. That's the only way we were able to make it work was just splitting it all up because it was just so much for 1 or 2 people to do.
Hey,
it wasn't possible.
Sea Bunny said, "Don't forget the merch store."
Jeez.
And the merch store. Don't forget the merch store. So we got the merch. Our link is on our Home Grow the Community Instagram page, and it's on all of our pages as well, our individual pages. It's also on our YouTube page. Go over there, click the link.
Go get you a pillow, a coffee mug, a T-shirt.
Hell yeah.
Anything.
Yeah, show some love to the HBTC. Yeah. They've been here.
Yeah, man.
They ain't just been here. They've been here a long time. If y'all don't know, I know them. They were the first ones that I met when I got here. I swear.
Yeah, we've been here doing this now for 3 years.
3 years.
Pumping out that content, dude. I just heard you say that.
Yes, sir.
It's impressive.
Look,
people don't understand that type of passion. They don't understand it.
Hey, look.
They'll never understand that.
I respect all you creators because I'm just a grower that loves to grow, and this is like I go to bed and this is what I'll be thinking about sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like thinking about what I'm gonna do next or this or that or whatever. That's just it's always in my head, and I'm always talking people off at work with anybody, and nobody wants to grow with me. They're just like, shut the fuck up, and like fucking, you know what I mean? So
there's
when I
nobody
get
out here. There's nobody out here.
I talk to you guys, or I just chime in, or get on Instagram and just share my grow, or just talk to people that have that same passion as me. It just that's how I gravitated to hear Tune up here, and he had me, and I love it. I'm not a creator. I just grow.
Well, that's where the whole passion for it comes in, like the creating part of it was because, I pissed everybody off in my normal everyday life. Like they don't give a shit. I don't want to know how you grow it. I don't care about the soil you use. Fuck your nutrients. I don't give a shit about your pH water. I don't care about any of it. I just want to see what the product looks like when it's all done in a rolling paper and it's lit in my mouth. That's all I want to know.
Dude,
so then that's why I came to Instagram, and then that's when I just started sharing my journey, and that's when I met all these cool people here in the community. So,
Mr. Yeah,
how did it start? How did Homegrown the community? How did that start?
So
from whose idea was it? Who came up with this Homegrow the community?
So before I even started in Homegrow the community, it was already kind of a thing. It was just starting, and there was Hobby Grower 323 and Baked in the Bluegrass, and those two guys they had a pretty cool thing going. They had that really good back and forth banter. They're both really good talkers. They were both really knowledgeable when it came to growing. So they started a show, and then they brought Candy, as you've met before. They brought her on, and then myself and Deuce Farms one night. I don't know if you guys know who Deuce is. Him and I went on to basically Grow Me Gardens. It wasn't called Grow Me Gardens back then, but him and I went on there, and that was the first time either one of us had ever gone live. And that was the first time him and I ever met. And then, so Hobby was like, well, I just got to go take care of something real quick. I'll be right back. So him and I just kind of like ran his show for 45 minutes. Neither one of us had ever been live before. None of us had ever done this before.
That's scary.
What the hell is going on? So him and I just kind of like had conversation back and forth, and we kept the people in the chat interested. Yeah. And after that, Deuce and I decided, well, let's start our own show. So we were going to do Saturday nights. And then Hobby Grower and Baked in the Bluegrass reached out to Deuce and myself and said, hey, do you want to join what we're doing?
What?
And I was like, yeah, man, absolutely. So we did, and that's when we started doing the Wednesday interviews, and we started doing, back then it was called the Friday Night Roulette, and it was the same shit, same type of show. Yeah, show your grow. Like I gotta say this, and probably people are gonna get mad, and I don't really care. But we were the very first, capital letters, the first show out there to ever do the show your grow consistently. We might not have been the first people to ever have people on to show your gardens, but we were the very first to ever make it an actual show.
I watch them all, and I honestly, y'all have been the only one I've seen to where y'all have it to where it's actually consistent and it's organized, and the people are great, and y'all do it very well. Honestly,
I love it.
Yeah. We got all our practice over on Instagram with all the bullshit that we had to deal with over there, and then once we got to YouTube, man, it was like, I don't want to say it was easy, but it just made everything so much easier. We could see it. It was smooth. Yeah.
Y'all run it like a job. Y'all run it like a career almost. I know y'all all have your families, your careers, and then you grow the plants too, and then you got to put out content. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot for you guys,
Oh,
and
It,
I respect
God.
you guys
it
because
is
you
a
guys do not
lot.
make millions of dollars like people think. You
Right.
know, these companies are not throwing all this gear at you like you think.
No,
No,
they're
you
not.
know,
They're
I
not.
I mean,
understand it.
we do have our sponsors, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong, but
yeah,
I still buy my tents, I still buy my
Of
lights, I
course.
still buy my soil, I still buy most of my nutrients. I am sponsored by Hygrozyme,
yeah,
which is, a huge help. Every dollar helps, right? And
exactly.
like with
Yeah.
our merch store, like we don't get that money. That money keeps our StreamYard alive. That's how we keep the podcast going every week, twice a week. Like we pay for StreamYard, so we it costs. Not only do we not get paid to do this, but it costs us money to do this. And we're putting out all the slaps, and we're sending slaps out to people for
Hell yeah,
free,
that
and
costs money.
so.
Sorry. Sorry.
But yeah,
Especially,
like we don't, like you said, we don't get paid to do this. We do
I
this
know.
because we love doing it. It's
Isn't it
fun.
fun? I love
It's a lot of fun.
it.
It's tons of fun. Like I honestly couldn't picture myself not doing this now, paid or not paid. I couldn't picture myself not doing this twice a week.
I'm waiting for one of you. I'm waiting for you guys, the HGTC, to get like picked up by a broadcast channel or something. Like
that's
I'm
that's what I'm waiting to see.
Hey,
One of
oh my god,
any of
I
these,
got
any of them.
interviews with them. Oh my god.
Like,
Yeah, that's what
Hey, if
tell
there's any
everybody. I'm waiting.
broadcast channels out there listening, Papa Kush, he's down there in the chat under Home Grow the Community Official. Get a hold of him, and we'll set up a meeting.
I'm
yeah,
telling you.
Maybe some Sirius
Netflix.
radio, XM Sirius radio, maybe.
Oh God, revolt! Somebody talk to these people, cause dude, I just want one of y'all to win, cause I have interviews with everybody basically. And I got so many more to get. One of you guys are gonna blow the fuck up. One of you guys in the community. There's always been someone big like a burner or a dude that made gumbo brand or a Cheech or Chong. There been a grower to get? I mean, not just normal notoriety
Yeah.
to be boosted
Uh,
into the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? Like on a
yeah,
major platform.
I'd say there has been for sure.
I mean, who?
I would definitely say Mr. Grow It. He's up on that status. I would say by
Oh
now
yes, I know him from YouTube.
for sure. He's got his books out there. He was the number one seller on Amazon for his book.
What?
Yes. Yeah.
Really?
And
I didn't know this.
and he's just a homie from the community doing his thing just like we are. So
He's very. I know his stuff from YouTube, man. Do
Mama
these
Kush
people?
actually her episode on Mr. Grow It Garden Talks just aired today, 1 p.m. this afternoon.
What am I missing? Where am I not seeing these notifications? Where?
You go on YouTube and watch.
It's you.
Subscribe.
I gotta
Hit
get
that like.
I gotta get the fuck off of here, dude. I gotta get off
I'm telling you,
Instagram
man.
because
I'm telling you, all the cool
I'm
kids are
missing
over
stuff.
on
Like
YouTube nowadays.
Ant's all
That's where everybody's hanging
plugged
out.
in. Ant knows it. You just know. I'm like, what are y'all talking about?
He knows
Because I'm a fan
everybody.
of all of them. I watch all of them like TV. It's like, oh, I'll watch I Can, whenever, and they're all coming out at different times, and then they'll have lives, and then they all do giveaways if you catch their live chats, and they give away good stuff, They every channel that I watch, the same thing they have in common is they're all about the community. They're all welcoming. They'll all talk to you. They don't act like standoffish or nothing. You reach out, ask them a question, 9 times out of 10, they're going to talk to you. You know what I mean? That's what's awesome about this.
That's the one thing though that gets me is a lot of people don't understand how many messages some of these people get, and then when they don't get back in 15 minutes, they get upset. You can't get mad at people for not getting back right away.
Yeah.
Like there's days where I get no messages, and then there's days where I look at my inbox and I'm like, no.
They're timing us out.
I open my
seconds.
phone and I see 999 plus notifications on Instagram. I just shut it off. I don't even want to fucking look at it right now.
Mr. Gannix, We love you. We are at 15 seconds. 13. They're timing us out. It's Mr. Gannis and HTPC in the building. We did that. We got it. We're going to make mad reels of you. Thank you. Yeah.